Ben&Jerry's. Once upon a time, back in 1978, two friends, Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, started their ice cream business with a $5 course in ice cream making and a $12,000 investment. Ben and Jerry opened their first homemade ice cream scoop shop in a renovated gas station in Burlington, Vermont. 1 year later, Ben and Jerry held the first ever free cone day that gave out free scoops for everyone all day long to celebrate its 1 year anniversary. The annual ice cream giveaway continues today in Ben and Jerry shops around the world. 1984, a pint-sized legend is born. Chocolate chip cookie dough is released in pints and the flavor rockets to the top of the most popular in pints list. However, in 1998, packaging were thought as hard to read. So after 20 years, Ben & Jerry's dressed their pints with a fresh new look. And in August 2000, Ben & Jerry's became a wholly owned subsidiary of Unilever. This ensured Ben & Jerry's would continue to make its high-quality premium ice creams whilst maintaining its social and environmental activism deeply rooted in the brand's values. So, what are the brand values of Ben & Jerry's? Ben & Jerry's makes the best possible ice cream in the best possible way. Great importance is placed on ingredient sourcing and purchasing practices to support positive change. This is reflected in high-quality dairy ingredients from family farms and fair trade, which makes sure people get the fair share of the pie. Ben & Jerry's is also concerned with manufacturing practices and works throughout its operations to reduce their footprint, for example, productive waste and responsibly sourced packaging. Finally, Ben & Jerry's concern people, community, and giving back practices. They are happy to build awareness and support for the social and environmental issues that they care about, such as expansion of marriage equality for all and peace building that supports non-violent ways to achieve peace and justice. This shows that Ben & Jerry's saying peace, love, and ice cream is not only a clever tagline, but a belief that guides Ben & Jerry's business. Ben & Jerry's source of brand equity will be further analyzed using the brand equity pyramid model. This model will show how Ben & Jerry's emphasis on emotions has helped the company achieve brand resonance. In terms of depth, Ben & Jerry's is very easy to recognize. The following interviews reveal that Ben & Jerry's has strong brand awareness.
Häagen-Dazs, Ben & Jerry, Magnum,
Häagen-Dazs, Ben&Jerry,
Haagen-Dazs, Ben&Jerry,
Ben&Jerry,
Häagen-Dazs, Ben&Jerry's, Magnum.
This shows that Ben & Jerry's is one of the top brands that come to mind when consumers think of ice cream. But what about the main associations consumers link with Ben & Jerry's?
fun, excitement, a cow, a blue color,
chocolate, caramel, blueberry, and maybe fun.
the dessert. Tasty, it has a lot of flavors, and the packaging is very nice.
These really interesting flavors, textures.
Made in America, a lot of flavor, it's high quality.
Most people associate Ben & Jerry's with fun. When looking at the positioning of various ice cream brands, unlike its main competitor Häagen-Dazs, positioned as a traditional and premium ice cream, Ben & Jerry's point of difference is achieved by being a fun and innovative brand. It's not just about the quality of the ice cream anymore. Ben & Jerry's personality is what sets it apart from other brands. This means that Ben & Jerry's point of parity, which would be its premium product quality and price in relation to Häagen-Dazs, does not affect Ben & Jerry's because the brand's values and fun personality are the brand's differentiators. This shows that Ben & Jerry's is not so much about the product attributes anymore. Their customers buy into the emotional value delivered by a strong value proposition. The brand gives the opportunity to the consumers to choose among many different flavors containing chunks that boost the taste of the ice creams. All flavor names are fun, which makes them memorable. The colorful packaging with the Ben & Jerry's cow is also very famous and is easily recognizable on shelves. Information on locally sourced ingredients and the fair trade seal is also visible on the packaging, which showcases the company's goodwill. Emotional benefits. The functional benefits translate into satisfaction, as in addition to enjoying the consumption experience, consumers feel good about contributing socially by supporting Ben&Jerry's values and social missions. Emotional value. The emotional value derived from all of this is that customers feel good about eating Ben&Jerry's rather than feeling guilty about indulging in ice cream. Does not only come from the product, but from the entire set of values, personality, and social activities that make up the brand. Ben&Jerry's is so much more than just ice cream. Ben&Jerry's combines the ideas of quality products, fun and friendliness, with social and environmental engagement. Buying Ben&Jerry's is about making a statement about who you are. And so, taking all this into consideration, Ben&Jerry's has created strong brand resonance. The company has been able to build strong brand relationships with customers by creating high love and high respect, which has allowed the brand to achieve Love Mark status. Ben&Jerry's has built respect for the brand through its innovative flavors, which has resulted in behavioral loyalty. Exciting flavors keep customers curious and coming back for more. Ben&Jerry's has also acquired fans by using its business as a tool for social and environmental change. Events and campaigns by the brand allow customers and non-customers to immediately create memories with friends or family centered around the brand, which ultimately creates positive associations with the brand. These values are also integrated internally through events and activities for employees who live and breathe the brand values. This helps reinforce trust in the brand, as this highlights the company's commitment to environmental and social change. Ben&Jerry's creates love through the great stories it becomes part of with its flavors. For example, the Yes Pecan flavor was launched in honor of Barack Obama's inauguration. This allowed Ben&Jerry's to become part of a historic, emotional moment for Americans, and also allowed the brand to attract buzz from the hype around the elections. Customers love that Ben&Jerry's is courageous and adventurous and is not afraid to stand up for what they believe in. Ben&Jerry's also builds and maintains intimate relationships with customers by crowdsourcing ideas for new flavors and sometimes inviting customers to their factory to get feedback on their products. But no brands are absolutely perfect. Ben&Jerry's is a brand that has strong left-leaning political activism. For example, the brand supported gay marriage in 2009 with their flavor Hubby Hubby and also supported the Occupy Wall Street protests. The conservative media often attacks the ice cream company, and due to Ben&Jerry's political stance, this has alienated potential consumers who would have otherwise purchased the product. Ben&Jerry's flavors have also not always been successful. In fact, they have a graveyard full of unsuccessful flavors that could not be revived. Some flavors have also been offensive to consumers. For example, their limited edition beer-flavored ice cream was criticized by a consumer watchdog group for putting kid-friendly labels on alcohol. Overall, it is recommended that Ben&Jerry's release a brand extension of hot drinks. As there's an ice cream sales slowdown during the winter, to increase profits during the season, the hot drinks are expected to be a popular choice when ice cream may not be at the front of consumers' minds. Like its ice cream flavors, the hot drinks will contain tasty chunks that melt when mixed with warm milk. In this example advertisement, the fun personality of the brand is highlighted, as it is Ben&Jerry's main differentiator, and important product attributes such as the colorful packaging and chunks are emphasized. Introducing Ben&Jerry's new hot drinks with real chunks. Our flavors will make you move. We hope that you now have a better understanding of the Ben&Jerry's brand. Thank you for taking this journey with Chelsea-9. And remember, peace, love, and ice cream.